guys, what's up and welcome to this week's video. So this week I will be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, which are Samsung's latest earbuds. I just got my hands on them a few weeks ago and I have been using them to go to the gym, to work every day, and in all various settings to really put them to the test, and here is my review. Firstly, let's talk about the design and fit. So the case is super high quality, doesn't feel cheap, it feels very nice, smooth and small to hold. So the earbuds themselves are quite a small size, I would say. There are no wingtips or extra bits. They go straight into your ear and they're fairly easy to kind of put in and they stay in place. When they do come out of the box, they come with 3 different of these ear tip sizes, so you have to find one which suits you. Luckily, the one that it came with, which was the medium tip, that just fitted me perfectly, and it hasn't come off even once. Like, even when I'm on the treadmill or running or lifting weights or whatever, they are very good and sturdy in terms of staying in. So really well done to Samsung for the design element. So now let's talk about the sound quality. Now, when I did put them in for the first time, the sound is amazing. The bass is really good. I mean, if you put it on bass boosted, that's the only way to go. The default mode, the bass could be better, but if you do put it on bass boosted, then the bass is amazing. The clarity is really good of the sound, and it's a very full-bodied, clear, lovely overall sound, so I really like it. However, I did find the sound a bit too thin and trebly at times, and I know that sound is subjective. So for example, people over the age of 35 hear sound a certain way, so they are actually less sensitive to trebly sounds, whereas because I'm under 35, I'm more sensitive to those. However, I did notice that after I used them for a few days, I started getting used to that kind of sound. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but overall the sound quality is quite enjoyable. Now, this issue of the sound being a bit too trebly might be solved by having an equalizer where you can turn down the treble or the bass or kind of tweak it to exactly what you want. Currently, in the Galaxy Wearable app, which is the app that goes hand in hand with this, you only have presets of the equalizer, so you can't individually manipulate different parts of the equalizer. Other than that, the volume of the earbuds actually goes pretty loud, so there are no complaints there. Now let's talk about the noise cancelling of these earbuds. So you have 3 modes. So you have just the default mode where everything is off, then you have active noise cancelling where it's trying to minimize the sound, and you have ambient sound where it actually amplifies the sound around you. So the active noise cancelling isn't amazing, it isn't that good. I mean, it would be okay in fairly quiet environments anyway, to kind of get your work done. But if you are in a coffee shop or living room, where there are things happening, then the active noise cancelling just isn't powerful enough. Because I tried getting some work done in the living room and I could still hear, lots of chatter around me. The ambient sound, on the other hand, is really good, so it's really good at amplifying the sound. So now let's talk about the other features and controls of these earbuds, and there are actually quite a few features to get through. So the first feature, which is actually one of my personal favorites, is the voice detection feature. So what this does is, say you have active noise cancelling on and you are working away on your laptop or your phone, and somebody comes and starts talking to you. When you start talking back, it automatically toggles the active noise cancellation off and turns it on into ambient sound, and it kind of detects that you're speaking, which means you must be speaking to someone unless you're speaking out loud to yourself. But yeah, it detects that and it kind of just quickly toggles on the ambient sound, and then 10 seconds after you've stopped speaking, it toggles the active noise cancellation back on. And I've actually genuinely practically used this and it works so seamlessly. So you also have the standard touch controls that you would expect on these kind of earbuds, which do work quite well. They take a bit of getting used to in terms of where you're supposed to tap, but that's with every earbud. So you have the standard stuff like tapping to play or pause the track, double tapping to skip to the next track. You can adjust the volume, or you can use it to kind of turn on the active noise cancellation or turn it off. And you can also receive and decline phone calls by tapping your earbuds as well. You also have 360 audio, which I personally have off because it's just not that appealing. All it does is it kind of gives you the illusion that the sound is coming from a particular angle. It's kind of useless in my opinion, but if that's something you're into, then you also have that feature. The earbuds are of course Bixby compatible. They help you read your notifications and all of that good stuff. You can also use ambient sound when using phone calls, which is actually pretty good because some people who have their earbuds in and when they're on the phone, they are like shouting or screaming. So having that ambient sound on actually lets you hear yourself, so you don't shout and scream, and you can hear how loud you are. Another cool feature is the neck stretch reminders. Now what this does is you put on your earbuds firstly and you calibrate the straight position of your neck, so you know that you are looking straight on. and if you keep your neck hunched up or down for more than 10 minutes, the earbuds will detect that and they will remind you to actually fix or correct your posture. The earbuds are also water and sweat resistant. They have a rating of IPX7, so they can withstand sweat, a splash in the water. They can stay immersed in water, I think, for about 30 minutes. So, I mean, it's not, of course, recommended to kind of do that, but you shouldn't have any problems with sweat or getting caught in the rain, or if they temporarily fall in a swimming pool. And I did get caught in the rain with them and they seem to be working fine. So now let's finally talk about the battery life. So these work for up to 8 hours on a full charge, and the battery life is extended to 30 hours if the case is also fully charged. And in my personal experience, they do have a pretty good battery life. I think I've charged them 2 times, maybe 3 times a week, which I think is really good. It also comes with the standard Samsung super fast charging wire, so the case does charge pretty quickly. So my overall verdict when it comes to these earbuds is that they are pretty good earbuds. I would give them a 7 out of 10. However, a couple of areas which they need to improve on, which would probably take them to 9 out of 10 or even 10 out of 10, is the addition of an equalizer where you can adjust the treble and various other things. Also, the noise cancellation is very, very average right now. It's just not strong enough. So these 2 points, if these are improved, then these could definitely be some pretty amazing earbuds, because the design is really cool, the fit is really good, the overall sound is well bodied. They have amazing features which are genuinely useful, and they're quite waterproof and reliable. So overall, these are really good, but they just miss a couple of the major marks. So they are definitely worth, I would say, trying, because you might actually really like them. So that's pretty much it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for weekly content. If you've personally tried out these earbuds, I would love to know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. So until then, take care.